announcement of the budget highlights by the Treasury Cabinet Secretary, Honorable John Mbadi. The broadcast has been brought to you by the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in conjunction with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation.
Chitab Kolenjin eng kasarta noton nebo saisiek somok chekakobata komiten kong'ololjin emetab Kenya CS noton nebo namu legut noton nebo emetab Kenya noton ko National Treasury John Mbadi kotinygei ak budget nebo kenyitab mung'aret nebo kenyitab 2026 noton ko budget neo kot missing, budget nebo trillion 4.8 kobaten amwa kole mi deficit ana chepkondok chemogotin chebo silingisiek trillion 1.1 chekimong'u keib kong'etegei ana kesom kobun emoni anan ko emotinwekab sang asikeboisien en tetutikab bandab tai kobaten ibwat ile kaimuch kora kotobon chepkondok komosta nebo kabatisiet nebo somanet nebo neranik ak noton kora nebo kikimiten ribet noton nebo itonwekab emet. Chitab Kolenjin kotinygei ak noton kemiten en studioitab raini ak Desmond Kipkorir, inendet ko agenge en ng'amotik kenai kele tos inendet ko neran ako tos ne nemuch komwa en sekta nebo neranik une chepkondok chekakitobonchi komosta nebo boisionik ako missing ko ng'alekab somanet amun mokyingei neranik en nguni chepkondok chebo somanet. Ibwat ile ng'alekab health ana chepkondok chesomanen mi ng'alekab kora ketech school chesomanen chebo ECD ak noton kora chesuldoen serikali. Karibu sana Desmond Kipkorir en ketesiet noton nebo Kass TV nekonin kora boroindo netai ikat meng'ikab county nebo Nakuru.
Kongoi missing Shadrack en nafas nekekonon en betut ne brani nongen ale betut ne special. It's actually a very important day nekakisomanura budget nebo emenyon nebo Kenya. So en kainutik kyuk kekurenon Kipkorir, Desmond Dude, Alias Dudes Collection. Ako kandoindetab neranik en Nakuru County. Ko kanyon en betut ne brani asikeker tugul kele kawenditoito ano panganutik anan budget nebo 2026-2027.
Kongoi. Ngetaunen sekta noton nebo somanet amun sekta nebo somanet ko ikoi chepkondok chemiten barak kot missing kekerchin ak the departments and ministries nebo kisuldaen noton nebo ng'alekab somanet. Ne kit nekekas nemuch koiboinchi en ng'alekab somanet en budget noton soman John Mbadi?
For the first time in budget chebo Kenya ko amache oib nafasi ni ale kabaibaitu missing as a neranian ko kabaibaitu missing in budget nebo 2026-2027 as compared to 2025-2026 budget. Kokikochi budget ne wo ochei ng'alekab somanet because education is actually greatest equalizer. Nego en kerenyun ak keretab neranik tugul ko kayaa kou le kokibwotitoi kele takikilkilien komostab somanet. Ko en betut ne brani rabisiek chekokikochi in budget nebo 2026-2027 ko kokikochi 781.4 billion. Rabisiek chemi barak ochei as compared to the previous budget nekibo 2025-2026. Actually, there is a positive integers nebo as compared to the previous budget. Ko kanyor education sector 78.7 billion on top. That means education sector ko kwendi komie ngunon ng'alekab kinyoru enhancement en ng'alekab CPC, curriculum based education.
No curriculum nowadays.
So ko kanyor rabisiek chemiten barakiat. Ingeba ngunon the amount of money kora in ng'alekab teachers, in recruitment nebo teachers. Let me tell you, for the first time record this government ko employing quite a number of teachers. Ago en yu kebendi ta angen ole teachers ak ng'alekab retention bichon kitom kelipan konyorchingei chepkonda. Another thing ko ng'alekab university activities funding. Kanyor kora rabisiek chebo maana ochei. So education sector kokikochi chepkondok okot infrastructures kokanyor rabisiek chebo maana kabisa.
En komosta noton nebo somanet nebo neranik noton nebo youth amun ngale ineran kot missing ako moche ina kotinga ng'alekab chepkondok chemiten komosta nebo neranik.
In ngunon yukomwa amoche kebe in terms of figures chekokinde every sector. Ngunon in education. Koginde conversion of 20,000 interns. Kogonyor 4.9 billion. Keba higher education ngalekab loan ko yo ke maita ingen ile neranik wasalae ke changa matinye rabishek.
Mi olimbo apps zami besenwe.
Zami besenwe. Kogonyor 56.7 billion. That is a lot of money. Keba ngalekab basic tertiaries, universities, education programs. Kogonyor 781.4 billion allocation cheko kikochi. Igiri rabishek kyomege kolyan kosiptok ngal sector nebo education at large.
Amuna ngalo ko mita mara imuti cheko mwae bane to da matindo support ngale ya somanet nebo ECD ko ibwati gel torte na tawt missing ko gate bere ngale gab naranek en ngoni ngeger chige tortet na makinge naranek amun ma ko mita boisionik ko gate na ngana la gusto para serikalit na tsane wa Kenya kwanza.
Nguno ne ngeba ngale gab sector nebo neranik ko in this finance in this finance go release ni betu ni brand ko neranik ko there are some programs ko ngalekab nyota ko gikochi rabishek chechang. This program has actually ko benefit quite a number of youths cheki chop place ingeba kora this affordable ingenile this government of the day ko concentrate in ngalekab housing programs. These housing programs ko sorting out issue nebo unemployment. Quite a number of youths chegi languish in poverty. Ko in this budget nebo 2026-2027 ko ganyor ngalekab housing rabishek chechang. Kanyor rabishek chechang. Ingeba ngunon ngalekab this nyota ko ganyor 4.4 billion. Ikose 4.4 billion ngalekab nyota program. This you see our president has been moving around to and I'm happy as a youth leader. I'm happy rabishek ko ganyoru ko maana if we make use of this money ko liften maisha nebo neranik in this nini keba kora ngalekab youth empowerment programs ko ganyoru rabishek chechang 2.2 billion. That's a lot of money. Keba NYS ko kitengo moja nekikotoret youth chechoget. Kanyor rabishek 12.5 billion. Ako amateur amount in youth. And I'm happy for the government of the day. There was a time negi scandals most of our youths tom kenyor mentorship mentorship through NYS ago kakabaibaitu in this finance bill about 2026-2027 such an amount of money kokararan missing improving livelihood nebo neranik.
Ibunu county noton nebo Nakuru ko mosana tienge missing kabati ngalekab kabatisiet en tetutikab bandab tai. Kegerton chepkondok cho itabonji komosta nebo kabatisiet.
En ngunon actually in terms of agriculture. Agriculture ko play a very vital role in economy nebo Kenya. Rabishek kikoginde chokoginde ngalekab temishet ana kabatisiet. Ko kingeltoi this model nikibore bottom up economic model. Most of the large scale farmers ko big meet in the lowest side of the pyramid. Ago this government nebo Kenya kwanza ko kogilgilien ngalekab kabatisiet kikichor fertilizers rabishek koginde kwa mangole I'm foreseeing a scenario whereby itagotrobeni fertilizers kabisa. Only bare ger ngunon this budget kogo in terms of food security. Ngalekab chakula. Kuma go mishida kingo kage reduce ngalekab fertilizers ke gon subsidized fertilizers from 7,500 to 2,500. Kona amtemige ko tebimbarono kichen ago itinga lega fertilizers ana gotoldoyiwe kungunon ko sorted out ngalega food security it is sorted out ago kagilgilien this budget kora. So this budget actually from where I stand is one of the perfect budget as compared to the previous budgets. So kimi komie kabisa kokitemik okot en ngunon biik chobu Kuresoi South at Nakuru at large. Amache amwaun Kuresoi South and Nakuru at large ko home of potatoes, kimine bandek, kimine peg, pyrethrum, avocados, kila kitu. So komiten komie sorted out bichon because actually eniger ot kora rabishek kyokinde ngalekab infrastructures ko roads ene ko the one problem kotam ko ngesorten out the issue nebo ngalekab rurutik ko challenge nekomiten ko oratunwek access to produce to the market koki where nekimiten some problems kimi challenge but now since this budget ko ngalekab road networks and infrastructures ko kokoib priority number 1 akiyokinde chepkondok kyome ko amangu ale it will be sorted out so akochini aimisani farmers ak chitugul nemoche kotiem ngalekab kabatishet ale kasarta ko niton nebo koba biik ano imbar amun kakochobok kongeten inguni akebata komiten komie ngalekab temik sorted out ana akwa baibai
inye ko chemung'araindet noton ngalekab ngoroik nebo duty collection ako kaing'alale missing ngalekab mitumba kikomach kokon eut ngalekab mitumba kebwoti kele matketaxen amun ngot koba emetab Kenya kamuch kobar local industries kobaten kimwa biik kole tiengei noton kobaten kamuch kotinye ot akine John Badi kole moche kekusyi akene kele tian biik chetiengei ngalechu mung'aretab mitumba kites aisurut netian matketes kotiengei komongen kereng'ung
en ngunon due to inflation lelen biik alak inflation ko ne ko inflation ko yon rabishek ketinye eloleng'ung ko matakwal tuguk chekemokyinigei
ako
chebo komonut ko ingokakoba barak olietab tuguk due to taxation ko in this finance bill the proposed finance bill nebo 2026-2027 ko there is a give a necessary taxation to big ngunon ku wafanya biashara chuane Shadrach most of young entrepreneurs kogi businesses chwaget kogi go close down because of in petushek chebo chekokoba kokimi barak taxes lakini again nguni yukibendi amache ale biik kowek biashara at least there is a sign of relief in ngalekab taxation igere ngetaxen chito nekatakonome tanda en biashara kou nekakikwer met lakwet nekanome tanda laboti meko temet lakwanon kuikuyote same things apply to these young entrepreneurs the most challenging issue ko ngalekab taxation ako kaki-exempten in several areas so bichumbo mitumba ingele mitumba ko makisoseni locally keoche keba kesor en komoswek alak ko ngetaxen ngunon konyoru challenges mara manyokonyor profit chito au nekarisor tuguk so komaite kolian ko accruen benefit ak interest che mara kesaveni chito so kome biashara
okay ko en ngalechu budget kora komwa kele maketaxen anan maketilen chepkondok chi nendo name mshahara che less than 20,000 among one noton missing ko boiboiyet no en biik chechang amun botam ketil pay anan ketiem ketilen aisurut anan ketaxen chi noton name chepkondok chengering chebo 20,000 no keisto en nguni mongen kit nemuch imwa ngekerchin ak ngeker ak maybe ole biik chetokomi ngweny missing chepkondok chenyoru komait kebe en nguni kenyoru ngalalet noton nebo John Badi
igere ngunon that issue nebo ke-exempten biik chetoche less than 20,000 ko it's an idea na kararan quite a number of I can comfortably say 30% to 40% of those earners ko biik chetoche mshahara duni
amache atelen en yoton dude sikomuch kebe akoi parliament en nguni akere ng'ochirikab logoiwek John Badi kotinygei ak budget noton kaimuch kosoman en listab aina
figures and ask, defunding it from where to where? Where is the evidence? I have mentioned here, and I want to repeat it, education particularly. In 2021-22 budget, the total provision was 526 billion. That was 24.5% of the ministerial budget. This financial year, the budget that I've just read, the total allocation to the Ministry of Education is 784.5 billion shillings, which is 26.4% of the ministerial budget. So where is the defunding? Even if you go to granular, to the budget lines, and I mentioned money allocated to TSC, and it is not for nothing, moving from 290 to 421 billion in 4 years. It is not for no reason. It's because we have employed more teachers than any other administration. Secondly, look at the capitation money, which has been talked about a lot. Moving from 626 billion in 2022 to today, 2026, 4 years later, 86 billion shillings. You go to Higher Education Loans Board, 15 billion, now 56 billion. And I can go on and on. But I am now leaving it to Kenyans to hold the leaders who just make sweeping statements and who sometimes pick my figures, remove a few data from my figures, take my finance bill, and claim to be providing alternative budgets. If you want to provide alternative budget, have your people to do simulation. You will not manage the country if you, God forbid, become president with my data, because I will not be there to supply the data for you. So it is upon you now, members of the Fourth Estate, hold leaders to account. That's what I wanted to say. I don't want to say anything more, because the rest I have said on the floor of the House. And I want to thank National Assembly for providing that opportunity on behalf of the people of Kenya. Yes. Maybe you move closer. I know where you are heading. You are talking about pay as you earn. Yes, even if it is not in the finance bill, it is not off the table. We are going to make sure that the promise by the President and the CS National Treasury will be implemented. So we wait for this.
You should tell TOR you presented those papers in April.
TOR,
the President pronounced himself 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and you see, I've explained this, that there was some data and analysis that we were doing. We have now agreed, and the President has pronounced himself unequivocally that that is going to be implemented. You know, TOR, please don't take me that route. That will be implemented. We have given a commitment. This government is not going to lie to Kenya. We have given that commitment. Wait for the commitment. It is us who said it. No one pushed the government to say it. It is us. President, myself, we sat, we agreed, and we have communicated. It will be done. And by the way, I was forgetting something. Someone claimed that they will implement treasury single account, single treasury account, and cut costs. We have already implemented, and I have just read there that we have saved over 61% of overdraft cost. So what is this that they want to implement? I think you're jumping the gun. That is something that is still in the thought process. If I start telling you, I'm telling you based on what? This is a thought process that has been started, and it may be actualized, it may not be actualized. We are thinking through how best to implement housing program. And that is a proposal that is on the table. Yeah, any other? So, mwambie hao wengine, in fact in my language they say, preparing budget ya kalongolongo. Waachane na hizo budget za kalongolongo. Let them critique our budget and tell us where it is not making sense. Thank you very much.
Kalungulungu.
Thank you, expert.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Noton chitab kolenjin ko ngalalet nebo agenge en agenge wazirikab logoiwek John Mbadi inendet ko CS noton nebo Treasury en bunge yekan kobata kosomoni budget noton nebo kenyitab mung'aret nebo kenyitab 2026-2027 studio kemi ak Desmond Dude Kipkorir ne koneran ako inendet kobunu county noton nebo Nakuru. Kakiting kora bwana Dude akobo ng'alek choton chebo tekset anan kibarait oret noton nebo Rironi Nakuru Mau Summit ako noton mising kibwat kele much koyat komosta noton nebo western part of Kenya ak kibwat kele oret mising ring road anan oret noton nebo ngemwa oret nebo Nakuru Nairobi Nakuru Eldoret komondo ko Uganda akoi South Sudan netoreti noton mising en loiset mongen amu kamwa kole noton ke chepkondok chekiteksen ko choton chebo private public partnership PPP mongen kereng'ung koibunu komosta nebo Nakuru ak teksetab oret kibarait oret nebo Rironi en kwenetab boisionik chebo serikali.
In this budget, proposed budget about 2026-2027, co-priority projects, one of the priority projects in the mstari wa mbele, Mombasa, Nairobi, Mombasa. It is one of the viable in transportation. Gigochi priority, gigochi rabishek chebo maana. Another priority project touching on as a person Konebo Mau Summit, Rironi Mau Summit, Rironi Nakuru Mau Summit Road, which is also amongst priority projects chekokinde mstari wa mbele okokinde rabishek chebo maana. Ikere this kou nebo Rironi Mau Summit, Rironi Nakuru Mau Summit Road. Ko oret agenge nebo maana. Ko as a person, as a young person, nemoche kofenjaren en biashara. Ko it will ease like my commutement, maybe from Nakuru to because I have a shop in Eldoret. So I'm ngunon kwenetab Nakuru ko kwenetab Eldoret ak Nairobi. Amwochini kongoi nebo Emil Laitoria. Ak budget itself rabishek chepkondok chekokinde oranito. Amoche amwon kiseretyo biik chebo western ak echek biikab Nakuru. Kamina anyon asoru tuguk en Nairobi. I can take like 5 hours because when there meet an accident and I go nyasut age tugul komuch koblokena koranoto nanguru yosa biik oret. Lakini kokokikochi priority en budget nebo 2026-2027 kokayat ak emet kan loken opportunities chechang. So amacha chen young people anan osom en kominginetabge wafanya biashara tugul chekiango ko frustrated en ngalekab biashara kowek amun kakeyat emet. Amoche amwon Nairobi ni kobo maana ne. Magilile Nairobi negen lebo maana. Nairobi as well kobo maana. Amun kot pichun temik, rurutik ak minutik chekiibu en village keibu kwa Nairobi market. Tuguk chekisoru ko ane chitab Kamugunji, chitab Isili, chitab Muturwa. I believe and I presume dole ategeni like 1 hour 30 minutes. Otungula customer moche kaptula Kenyasa anagirosi. Ona magari nyu all the way from Nakuru. Aganya apigene Nairobi. Agawega Nakuru. So I can commute daily. Nguni nowadays amun because of marichore. Kwa chanyo one day anyacha kan tugu kagoru quiz another cost. So goge sorted out unnecessary cost. Ka cost ka 10 by giving that priority nini. Another thing ne mention ngora in the budget. Kia bwate kitu kola warana koitita Mau Summit. Lakini kora another patch ko na main Mau Summit Malaba. So kukakoyata emet kabisa baka Uganda. So chi tugul nemoche kofenjaren into business. This is an opportunity nekakenyoru as Kenya. Ak biik yobu komosi. Momoche noib ko siasa lakini ntokilele nany en ngalechu kotam kelelen ngalekab eunek oeng kechop kole ko oran nito gebire kura to the last man amun ki boy that is one of the mega project ne kakinyoru en serikali akobo chomwaun kora akosome kai capture ne mi oret kora nebo maana ne yote emet igere orani bo Silibwet Kiptagich Road Bombo to Mauche ko oret kora nemoche kikochi priority akwa mangole kikikoito awarden amangole anytime soon konyone contractor on site so koyat emet ako sabcha bikyo kotile utatun kobirtono shatura kura bichoto ange bichoto kabisa igiachi kine tangible kubire kura chichono to the last man.
Okay.
Amun one of the project
kageyoti much wala tuguk nguni. Ngekusingong ngalekab devolution chepkondok akites chepkondok chebende counties en nguni kobaten mongen en kereb amun kora ngalekab counties ibunu county nebo Nakuru mongen boisietab serikalit noton nebo county nebo Nakuru nebo Sankiga amun chongindab chepkondok chebende counties ko chang kora ngalekab audit queries chekimwoe kele chepkondok chu kokitobonwa ko moboisien en oret neyamat so ain tos kilenen kimoche chongindab chepkondok anan kimoche efficiency and transparency and accountability en ngalekab chepkondok chebende counties.
Now, very important. Igere ngunon and igere a county like Nakuru. Which bill nebo Nakuru? Rabishek chechang chebone Nakuru. Keliponen mshahara chebo kiboitinik. And then also between national government and county government, most of the counties kumonyoru rabishek right on time. So there are some projects just told because Kalyana moiti counties rabishek right on time. So these like exchequers. Kumachi amangwale ke fast tracking. Sugunyoru counties rabishek right on time. Asugunyoru pirigab kura anamengi development also right on time. That has been a challenge. Awingele ngunon gut kumagikochi raya development ko le nomen le miten big ko le nomen ko sasa national government ana ko sasa serikali ko uniton so agere en budget ne nyone ko kikigile ngalekab devolution so amangu ale counties ak CEOs akichek chebo CEOs chebo counties like governors ko suppose kolian ko result oriented so we compatible the money job treasury job national government akasi ne leona negagia en ground because ngot ko magia igasi challenge amoche kamyeti ketep ngot ko magia igasi kigere wakati nekibo census kigabit chepkichet ana kakokoet because kimogere biik korisonetene development ak rabishek chebendi counties so kisome governors ak chitugul netinye ak rabishek koker kole rabishek chekabwa counties komatkemisusen ingen kasit ne tangible asimokikochi national government at time kele tom kwai ki serikalit where else kikoai serikalit kasit ne noto.
Komosta nebo teksetab korik noton nebo housing ko kakites chepkondok kora chebo ketestai ketekat korik chesuldaen serikali en nguni affordable housing ak wangen ale MP nengunget ko keleuken nebo ngecheret en committee noton nebo teksetab korik mongen ele much kowalda bandab tai nebo emet teksetab korik cheketechote serikali amun kakites chepkondok imangu kole en nguni komuche kotomo konyor housing koityo.
In fact komonyonin Kasevem TV today. Koga pay na courtesy call to office about the new chair about housing, urban and public works. Honorable teacher, that is my area MP. Koga kingalal we deliberate on quite a number of issues only now. Like as kutum genyoru where I come from, that is Kuresoi South. Ketinye quite a number of youth. Kingo kagole nebo yemet. Kichaba ngaleche about housing so to out the high rate of unemployment. Kiasiri kifichana John tinye certificates, John gay masonry, kwa like electricians ala. Kugira atinye data. Atinye database nebo bichon tugul jongi kwa those particular courses che required. So kuga ingalal akulenjo in fact the first affordable housing nekiyoe ko nebo Kuresoi South kiki-identifyen kele ne
Kindo ano kikrenget ole nguruoni
kindo ole nguruoni kindo ole nguruoni so ko contemplate ne between ole nguruoni ak Keringet but gele these things ko
tagomine
raya oriented so we gegas kele kole ne raya kora ako gele snin so ko sorting out the issue of unemployment and then so go one of the key issues chichame serikalitab Kenya Kwanza ko ngale chuba affordable housing ako in some areas because me I've been going around our projects chemiten kou nimbo Kikuyu kou nebo Kiambu kou nebo ko in a day kusire vijana anan neranik almost 1200 ako kilipani komie amu kilipani 1500 a day chito for 6 hours kilipani 1500 a day so you get these young people chekoto deviating into alcohol drug abuse kuyanga kobit kine yoe
ko anyo boiso
ko konyor boisone
okay
ako testa en maendeleo chechwa
sawa Desmond amache kiitleten yoton so ngaliot kityo nebo let en bicho agere en betutab raini ngaliot nebo let koityi serikalit nebo Kenya Kwanza niton ko kanget kityo kenyit agenge nekesomoni budget noton nebo arawetab 6 en kenyit nenyone ak kityo komakibal lewenisiet en arawetab 8 kanget olombo mararawek karibu 14 kion asikomuch keyai lewenisiet nenyone ngoliot netindoi en biik chekeren en nguni en bororiet noton nebo Kalenjin kora komugul ak missing ko kandoik
so koin kinamache amwa koron koin amache awekyi kongoi biik cheyoe kasit en mi biik cheyoe kasit netogu en serikalit nebo Kenya Kwanza kou lekemwaite kou PS Rono nebo agriculture PS Festus Ngeno these are people chamache ko emulaten other PSS anan ko biik che supporteni kasitab Kenya Kwanza nangikochi kasit chito bwana Shadrack koru en jokit kokunjan jokit ne mongen kole kibenditoito ano kou nguno sector nebo agriculture if it were not for PS Rono a lot of achievement ko achieve en ano in agriculture department and a ministry nebo agriculture through our Apple PS Rono amacho latest star akomacho ko emulate the same other leaders Koratos elected members of parliament women reps agata whichever the position netinye ako MCA ngwenyireu ako ikoyai kasit nguni nekit kekuu sirimbit kewek raw raya ko ngomira this time raw machon kiipchin ingele kochoba kwanek alak kole ibu 50 shilling konyokwalin ana komie konyokwal kuraishek lakini niwe nguni ibe isom kura kiteben ngele yoikuni nafas in 2022 5 years ni ko koibwe ine ako ngomira ko chikilel na ngibe kibe korotik baka labit ko kokonai biik kandoindet nelikwobe netinye muguleldab biik ak makorayat no moche kityo kolandaen biik for his or herself gain mi kandoik ra chebendi ka in 2027 ni kaisitun nyoketebenan ile ako mamache amwa lakini ngomira ya mi ot chekesirwon kila kele ne non kwendi kokwa non kokobur non tom keker kit neyoe so in long and short asome neranik eche kemoche change ko change nekimoche komoche numbers so young people wherever you are amache taken a bold step forward ako registeren as voters because I'm happy when I see young people cheko fenjaren in ngalekab leadership if we want to bring the necessary change that we want and that we've been calling for it's our high time we take a bold step forward again find for this elective position asigeibun change necessary because miten biik chemiten in leadership akotom keker they are so impactful in society nenyone so young people fasting fast ongeib kadishek those chemotinye identity cards okotar schools ako miten the required minimum age oib nafas obo registeren
kamera nengungonen
as voters. Number 2, those who've got identity cards are motinye voting cards, which is a tool now. Kariga, look it for that case. ongeib nafas ak keregistaren ko ki birikab kura. En statistic nekikiyai en biikab Kalenjin entirely ketinye 2.1 million 2.1 million biikab Kalenjin chetom koregistaren as voters. So konyura en betutab budget ako mamandai en studio nebo Kass TV amache adeviaten en achena nekabo betut nebrane akolenji bikyok inoni ko wakat bikyok ongeru kipsirich ak irukutyigei niton. Sabarit nikibendi nebo 2027 ko maraisi. Kongoi missing akoti my family akot kabiret elemi my wife Mama Mila ak chitugul ak my friends ak my communication team led by Vicky Boy akot kina Aaron and everybody akamwale kalyet en emet kongoi mamira kakokoet en budget ni kabisa kararan niton 100%.
Kongoi kot missing inendet ko Desmond Dude Kipkorir ngamun kenyor boroindo nyo studio mitab raini kikusingong budget noton aimuch kosoman John Bad chitab Kalenjin ako yoton amache keib komugenen wach segwege kikusingong lokab emet chekisibi en bitab raini kwal kora lengo malo kende kora alage en biik chebwone studio sikomuch keng'alen kotinygei ak budget noton nebo bitab raini ako koite yoton karibu sait agenge ak kebeberyat kora ketindoi CPA Francis Langat komwoe chakine kerenyi kotinygei ak budget noton nebo kenyiniton. Kainenyin ko Shadrack Mutai keweksei koite sait agenge.